We are back here with another Madden 24 fantasy draft video, and today we're doing the Only Drafting NFC Players Challenge. So the other day I did do the Only Drafting AFC Players Challenge, so if you have not seen that one, I recommend you go watch that one before this one because I'm probably going to spoil it multiple times throughout this one. Just saying, so if you haven't seen that, I recommend you go watch it, but if you have, let's go ahead and get started with this one. We got the 13th pick. It says 14th, but it's the 13th pick. So if you guys are unfamiliar with how this goes, it's just basically they have to be an NFC player as of today. So 6/19/24, as of today, they have to either be currently on an NFC team, like Justin Jefferson, or take Aaron Donald, for example. He was on an NFC team, but he retired. But I could still draft him here just because he was on an NFC team. But like Danielle Hunter, for example, he was on the Vikings in real life, NFC team, but he signed with the Texans, so I could not draft him here if I wanted to. So, that's just how it goes. They have to be an NFC player as of today. But so yeah, with pick 13, I'm kind of eyeing Justin Jefferson here. The quarterbacks, so we could get Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield. So the quarterbacks that are here are probably going to be available into round 2. I know in the AFC one, I got Aaron Rodgers in round 3. And, obviously we can't get Aaron Rodgers here. But, so we don't really have to worry about quarterback now. So we're going to take Justin Jefferson here, 99 overall. Why not? So here in round 2, CMC is still available. We could do this. We could get Justin Jefferson and CMC on the same team and just have the greatest offense in NFL history. The thing is, though, I use the Chiefs playbook for all the sims, and I'm pretty sure running backs don't really get that many carries because I know our rushing offense was like 30th in the last sim that I did. So would taking CMC really make sense knowing that? I really want to, but it's like, I don't know if it would make much sense, So, I don't know. I think I might just wait on running back, just knowing that fact. Even though it is CMC, it's hard to pass him up. But, when you think about the sim, he probably won't get as many touches. So, it wouldn't really make sense. So, what we're going to do instead is draft his teammate, George Kittle. So, now we have Justin Jefferson and George Kittle in the same offense. That's going to be insane. So, here in round 3, I've gone offense the first 2 rounds. We need to go defense here. And I think our first guy that we're going to take on defense is going to be Deron Bland because taking corners is very important because corners, they start to go quick. So, we're just going to lock up our first corner here. Deron Bland, welcome to the team. And now here in round 4, we're going defense again. We're going to be taking our first defensive lineman, Vita Vea. Welcome to the team. Okay, so now in round 5, Kirk is still here. Stafford is still here. I think they'll both be available next round. So I'm not going to worry about quarterback just yet. I think we'll take a quarterback next round just to be safe. I think what we should do is add another piece to our defense. So Tyrann Mathieu, we're going to be taking him here. He is the highest rated safety. So I figured why not. So yeah, Tyrann Mathieu, welcome to the team. So yeah, here in round 6, Kirk Cousins is gone. So we are going to be taking Matthew Stafford here. We're not going to risk it. We're not going to wait any longer. We're just going to take our quarterback here. So Matthew Stafford is joining an offense that already has Justin Jefferson and George Kittle. So it's going to be pretty solid. Also, I forgot to mention, we are going 22 rounds because that's the same amount of rounds I did for the AFC one, so we're doing 22 rounds here. But here in round 7, we need to pick up an edge rusher, and Cameron Jordan is currently the highest rated one in the NFC. So yeah, Cameron Jordan here in round 7, welcome to the team. And in round 8 here, we are going to be just taking best available. We're going to be taking Harrison Smith because, we need a strong safety. So yeah, Harrison Smith, welcome to the team. So for the next few rounds, we're going to be focusing on offense. So round 9, we need a wide receiver number 2. Adam Thielen is here. We can reunite him with Justin Jefferson here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. 83 overall, Adam Thielen, welcome to the team. Wow, okay, maybe I could have waited a few more rounds, but wow, that's insane. And now what we are going to do is take our first offensive lineman. So Trent Brown, can't take him. Jason Kelce, we can take him. And Kevin Zeitler, he just signed with the Lions, that's right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take Jason Kelce because he's the highest rated offensive lineman. So Jason Kelce, welcome to the team. And then we're going to take another lineman here just to go back to back. So let's see. Kevin Zeitler's still here, so do I just take him? Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll take Kevin Zeitler here, and then next round, I think we're going to look at linebackers or maybe another corner. We'll see. So here in round 12, we need a linebacker because we have yet to take any. So Bobby Wagner is the highest rated linebacker in the NFC. So yeah, Bobby Wagner, welcome to the team here in round 12. And so in round 13, we need a corner badly, and Kyler Gordon is currently the #1 NFC corner here. So, I mean, yeah, we're not even going to think twice about it. Kyler Gordon, welcome to the team. So now in round 14, we have some options. I think what I want to do here, though, is take another edge rusher. So, I mean, let's just see here. We could take Carl Granderson. We could take Brandon Graham. Or we could go interior. We could take Fletcher Cox. That's right. We do need a secondary defensive tackle. So actually what we're going to do is take Brandon Graham here since he is the highest rated edge rusher. So yeah, Brandon Graham here in round 14. I think next round we might look at the offense again. You know what? Executive decision. We're adding another Eagle to the defensive line. To complete our defensive line here, we are going to be taking Fletcher Cox, and now our defensive line is full, so we're good on that. So now in round 16, I think what I want to do is continue building up this defense. I mean, we could take Curtis Samuel here for wide receiver 3. We also kind of do need a running back. So, I mean, James Conner. But, I mean, he'll be available next round, I would imagine. So, I mean, yeah, hopefully he is. But, yeah, I want to just continue building up this defense. So, Frankie Louvu, we're going to be taking him here round 16. Then maybe next round we'll take a running back. I guess it just depends who's available. But yeah, here round 16, Frankie Louvu, we are taking him here. And so we actually got like a steal of a pick. 359 ranked, and we got him at 500. Pretty good pick. Okay, so I think we're just going to stop waiting on a running back. And I think we're just going to take James Conner here. Just because he is the highest rated running back. So yeah, we're just going to take James Conner here and then maybe an offensive lineman next round. We'll see. Yeah, the offensive linemen are starting to go. So, yeah, it would make a lot of sense to take a lineman here. So what we're going to do here in round 18 is take left tackle Charles Leno Jr., which he is a free agent currently, but his last team was an NFC team. So we're all good to take him here. Charles Leno, welcome to the team. Wow, that was a bad reach according to Madden here, but you know what? It is what it is. And so we kind of need to take a lineman here. I was thinking that I could just take a center and then move him to left guard, but currently most of the centers, well, pretty much all of them are in the AFC. Garrett Bradbury, I think, is the highest rated one. That isn't. So just the thing is, he's a 76 overall, and he could go down in overall if we moved him to left guard. So we're just going to take Andrew Norwell here. We know he's a 76, so we don't have to chance it by moving somebody else. So yeah, Andrew Norwell here in round 19. Welcome to the team. So now we are in round 20, and we need a third corner kind of badly to put in the slot. Casey Hayward's last team was the Falcons, so we're not even going to think twice about it. 79 overall. Casey Hayward, we're going to be taking him here in round number 20. And now speaking of slot corners, now we need a slot receiver. So MVS is AFC, Robert Woods as well, Alec Pierce as well. Khalif Raymond, isn't he on the Lions if I'm not mistaken? He is, I was correct. So yeah, Khalif Raymond here in round 21, we are going to be taking him here. So now we are in round 22. So this is my last round of picking, and I don't know what position should I do here. I mean, I could go linebacker, or I could go right tackle. So I mean, or we could just take a backup tight end, because why not? So, I mean, Dwayne Brown, wasn't his last team the Jets? So, probably can't take him. George Fant, wasn't he also on the Jets? Oh my gosh, what tackle can we get? Hold on, I gotta do some research real quick. Okay, so as for tackles, most of them were in the AFC last. But, however, Graham Glasgow, I think that's how you say his name, is currently on the Lions, so we can just move him to right tackle. We're just going to take him here in round 22. So this is my last pick. So after this, it would just basically be drafting backups. I think the only other starting position we need would be outside linebacker. So, I mean, yeah, we're just going to allow the CPU to do that. So yeah, Graham Glasgow here in round 22. After this, we're just going to sim the rest of the draft. So yeah. That was a horrible reach, but I mean, we had to take him, so you know, we'll just deal with it, but that's a bad way to end the draft. All right, so you guys know the drill. After we get a draft done, we got to go to free agency because for some reason the CPU never takes Kyle Juszczyk, never takes AJ Cole, and never takes Jake Elliott. So we're going to sign all three of them here just because, you know, we always do it after every draft. It's just routine. Because for some reason the CPU just takes none of them. Like Justin Tucker is literally the only special teamer that gets taken, I believe, and no fullbacks get taken for some reason. It's weird, but yeah. Okay, I was wrong. Justin Tucker isn't the only one that gets taken, but for some reason Jake Elliott, who's the second highest overall kicker, just doesn't get taken, and AJ Cole, who's the highest overall punter, doesn't get taken either. So yeah, okay. But so just looking at the team, the ironic thing about this is literally the same exact overall that we had with the AFC draft. We had an 87 team overall with an 88 offense and an 87 defense. So that's pretty ironic when you think about it. So yeah, this offense, like I said, is an 88 overall. Of course, we got Justin Jefferson out there with George Kittle, our first two picks. This is going to be an insane passing offense, man. And I mean, running the ball, this offensive line is pretty good. You know, of course, we got Jason Kelce out there leading the way at 92 overall, who slipped into, what was that, like the 8th or 9th round? So that was pretty insane. But I mean, just overall, this offense is very good. You know, this passing attack is just going to be phenomenal. You know, we got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Khalif Raymond out there as well as George Kittle. Like, this is going to be a phenomenal passing offense. And then, of course, for running the ball, we got James Conner and a very solid offensive line that he's going to be running behind, as well as Kyle Juszczyk. So this offense is going to be insane this season. And in total, it is an 88 overall. So that is pretty cool. So what we're also going to do is we do the Chiefs playbook for offense and defense, just because I've heard that's the best one. So I'm just going to do it just because, you know, we want the best playbook possible. I did not know this was a 3-4 team. I thought the Bucks were a 4-3. That's pretty awkward, but yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. So yeah, just put the Chiefs playbook in there, and then yeah. Now we are going to check out the 87 overall defense. So I'm actually pretty surprised. Wait, hold on. Okay, I had to adjust some positions around real quick, but we're good. So just looking at this defense, man, we got a phenomenal defensive line. Like Vita Vea out there, Fletcher Cox, Cameron Jordan, Brandon Graham. This is a very solid defensive line. I could very well see us being like top 10 in sacks this season. You know, it very well could happen. And then our secondary is just terrific, man. We got Deron Bland out there with Kyler Gordon, Tyrann Mathieu, and Harrison Smith. This is a very good secondary that's going to be holding things down. How did our defense go down in overall? That doesn't make much sense. Okay, because I moved David Ajabo, who is what, a 73 overall outside linebacker, down to right end because he's an edge rusher in real life, and I moved Frankie Louvu to outside linebacker, and we went down in overall. Okay, whatever, that's okay. But as I was saying, this secondary is amazing. Like, this defense overall is very good. You know, our linebacker is great as well. This is a very solid defense, and 85, don't understand how it's an 85, but it was an 87 before. I would think it would be like an 89 if I would just see this defense and guess, but you know what? We'll take an 87 though. That's not a bad rating whatsoever. So now I think we should go ahead and see what this team can do on the field. So we are going to go ahead and sim the season. So before we sim, we got to do the record predictions. So the AFC team, what did the AFC team? So the AFC team went 13-4 and, you know, of course won the Super Bowl. So I mean, if this team is the same exact rating, I would hope we can replicate that success, if not be very close to it. So I'm just going to predict 11-6 for my prediction. So you guys can comment your prediction in the comments if you would like. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sim the season and see how we do. All right, so the season simulation is almost over. So I said 11-6. So we are going to find out in 3, 2, 1. I was so close that time. So we went 10-7, so I was pretty close, you know, only off by one game. So we are going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings here. Justin Jefferson's former team, he was our first pick. So the Vikings have Lamar Jackson in at quarterback. So that's going to be tough. He's up to a 99 overall, which Was he a 99 overall to start the year? Honestly, I have no idea. But 10-7, we will take that. So just looking at our team ranks. So we were number 9 in points per game, number 4 in pass yards per game, 32 in rush yards per game. For some reason, we're just always super low with rush yards. I think it's because of the playbook. I don't know. But I guess it is what it is. So we were 5th in defensive points per game, number 6 against the pass, and number 11 against the run on defense. So our defense was very good. You know, we were top 5 in one category, top 6 in one category, and top 11 in another category. So that's pretty good. In offense, we were top 10 in 2 categories, and then we were top 32 in another category. So, you know, that's pretty good. But I'm kind of curious just because we got to see how many sacks did we get. This is the first thing I saw. The Vikings are number 1 in terms of yards. So that's just great. So yeah, defensive stats, I'm all over the place. So sacks wise, we were, oh gosh, this is not good. Okay, so we were about middle of the pack with 33. You know what? We'll take that. The reason I checked that is because there was one video where I did only drafting defensive players. If you haven't seen that one, I recommend you go watch that. Where we had the best defensive line in NFL history, and we had like barely any sacks. It was so annoying, but you know, it is what it is. So we are going to see if we can defeat the Vikings here in the wild card round and move on to the divisional round. The AFC team won the championship. Can the NFC team repeat? So we win in the wild card 35-21. So we're going up against CMC and the Eagles. We could have had CMC in the second round, but we didn't take him. But he had a monster season. Wow, CMC is going off. So just comparing our team ranks, so they're very bad against the pass, but they are very good with the run. However, we defend the run very well. So, you know, that's a huge advantage for us. And they are very bad against the pass on defense, but we are very good with the pass on offense. So matchup-wise, this looks very good, but I guess we will find out momentarily here. So they are the number 2 offense in terms of points per game with 27. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what number 1 would be. That's insane. But let's see if we can defeat the Eagles here in the division round and go on to the conference championship. And we lose 7-14. That low of a scoring game. Wow, that's insane. Well, it is unfortunate, but you know, I guess it is what it is. I got the contract extension, which is the same exact extension I got for winning the Super Bowl, 3 years, $5 million in the AFC one. So that's something. So I did sim to see if the Eagles would win the Super Bowl after beating us, but they didn't even make the Super Bowl. So the Bills won against the Rams. Congratulations to the Bills. But yeah, it is very unfortunate that we did not get this Super Bowl win, but you know, we gave it our best effort, got to the divisional round, but unfortunately fell short. So with the NFC player draft now done, you guys can let me know in the comments what kind of challenge you would like to see for a fantasy draft next. I do have a few ideas in mind, but I would like to hear what you guys want to see. And if I really like one of your guys' ideas, I might actually end up doing it. So be sure to let me know in the comments which challenge you would like to see me do, and I might end up picking one of your guys' suggestions. But yeah, that is going to be all for the NFC only player draft. It is unfortunate that we did not get the Super Bowl win, but you know, this was a very fun one to do. I really like doing the AFC one, so doing the NFC one was very fun as well. And if you guys have not seen the AFC one, I recommend you go watch it. I also do have a playlist of all the previous fantasy draft challenge videos I've done. That playlist is up on my page. If you guys are interested, you guys can feel free to go check that out. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way into the end. I really appreciate that. If you guys are interested in checking out my other content, I do have a ton of playlists on my page. I have Madden content, 2K content, and just gaming content in general. If you guys are interested, you guys can feel free to go check those out. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.